Way to go, Tanner. You had one job.
We just really liked that song.
Yeah.
From NoFX.
Jamming out to it, man. Hell yeah. I thought it was me for a second. I'm like, no.
Welcome to As the Whiskey Swirls. No, this is the 74th episode of New Brew, the show where you bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. And tonight, we have a few of those folks. We have Chatty-O. We have Alex the Beer Master.
What is up, everybody? Cheers.
We have East Coast LQ reviews. Are you giving me the 1 minute? Oh, okay.
No, I was.
Are you still listening to music?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh. And we got Ryan coming back second round.
Cheers.
And myself, Bumpy Road. I almost screwed myself out of being able to join with a beer because I bought a bunch of beers and I was drinking them all, and luckily I had a couple left that I haven't actually had. So welcome to the chat tonight as well. Anybody maybe watching? Angie Fluid Arts, cheers to you. Kettlehead's barbecue and beer was here anyways. Cheers to you. Thanks for showing up. Ryan was also in the chat.
You're in two places at once.
In chat.
Oh my God, so why?
All right. Clones. And cheers to Angie. Yes. I would have loved to have had you on, but I just can't. I can't go against what my rules are. What kind of beer drinker would that make me?
Bobby, you're a joke.
Cheers to Sam Small.
Hey, Sammy.
All right, let's go ahead and get Chatty up. He's going to be first one on to show off his new brew.
So you've all heard of a New York State of Mind, right? Yeah, I've got a Colorado State of Mind. From Eddie Line Brewing Company, Buena Vista, Colorado. It is a Citra India Pale Ale at 6.75. Why don't you just call it 6.7 or 6.8? You're making that hard to say. Canned on February, March 28th, so it's a couple months old. Should be good. It has Citra, Matuaka, and Mosaic. So Dan may like this one. But, crack her open. And I ended up buying a 6-pack of this yesterday, and I gave 3 of them to my neighbor. So
I'm afraid you're going to like that, and you're going to have to get another one, buddy.
That's fine. I've got 2 more in the fridge. Nice looking color. Kind of a honeycomb in color. Good effervescence. A 2-finger head. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, yeah. It's piney. Piney, but I'm getting some of the citrus notes from the Citra. Smells good. Do I delve in? I forget.
Yes, go all the way through.
All right. Thank you.
Except for scoring.
Exactly.
Dang it. It's a 4. Yeah, it's interesting. It's good. It's like the aroma. Pininess, stickiness, resiny mixed with the like the citrus notes too. Pretty tasty. I like it. Yeah, it's good. Doesn't really have a huge mouthfeel. Like it just dissipates pretty quickly, and makes you want to go in for another sip. It's perfect for a nice Colorado summer barbecue. Cheers.
Cheers.
Short and
Thank
sweet.
you, Chatty.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Could have been short and stout like Sammy, but
I know.
all right. Well, let's see what Alex is bringing tonight.
What is up, everybody? We got Action Arrow, Cheeto, Churro, Vanilla, white stout with brewed with vanilla, cinnamon, and something else in the bottom there. Cinnamon,
Brown sugar.
brown sugar. I just want to make sure I got that right. Okay, and brown sugar. All right. So and obviously we like the can art. Obviously it has the Cheeto Chero sticks, cinnamon sticks. I've had them a while ago. They're pretty tasty. I just didn't know what the hell they were at first. Didn't recognize the name until I talked about it with Legendary Chatio. So that's pretty good art. Let's get into it. Let's smell, taste, all those wonderful things. Okay, there we go. All right, let's pour this up, shall we? Okay. I keep forgetting that white stouts are like a copper color. I was hoping a dark stout. So I need to find some more dark stouts. I've been craving for them for a while. But that is a 2-finger ahead. Nice frothy bubbles. Like I said, it's like a copper color. You can't see through it. It's like a little haze to it. That you could smell that sweet cinnamon taste to it. Smells. Yeah, I think you could smell a little bit of vanilla, which is that sweetness and stuff. Let's get into it, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers, man.
Wow. How's that? That cinnamon, vanilla, or cinnamon sweet right off the palate. It's not too, there's no bitterness. There's none of that, which is what you don't, this is what you want. No bitterness, because it's supposed to be no bitterness. I don't know if I taste an apple flavor. It's a weird taste to it. Not an unpleasant taste, but I'm trying to figure it out. Might be that vanilla. Might be the vanilla. But it's not sickly sweet. Like it's not so sweet to the point that it goes right for your head. It goes right to your head. Like, holy crap, that is sickly sweet. No, it's nice and mellow, nice and light. The mouthfeel, medium to light. Just a slight creaminess, but not really. But it's a lot of cinnamon in here. If you guys can get Action Arrow and let me hear what you guys think about it, I would love that. I mean, this is really, really good. I think this is a New Jersey brewery. I don't remember. Wow, I must have a hole in my mouth.
Well, you got a whole mouth.
Just saying facts. Sometimes we have that problem. Sometimes I'm talking, I'm drinking, bam, little drop. Like I said, it's not too sickly sweet. I hate to be a broken record, but it has a lot of cinnamon to it. It does taste like a Chero stout. It's very good, but I keep forgetting that these vanilla stouts are gonna have this color and not a dark or black or brown color. Technically, this is kind of like a brown color, but it's a copper brown color. There's a little bit of stickiness in the lips. It's really good. I'm gonna enjoy this when someone else talk. I'm gonna give you a rating next time around. If you can get this beer, please do. Cheers, everybody.
Nice. You can be my Chero, baby.
Awesome beer. Thanks for letting me join this beer, BuMpy. Whew.
All right, we're gonna bring up Tanner. Got my little hand on his shoulder right now. Gonna grab it, pull him over here.
Danny Boy and Legendary Eric. Appreciate you both.
Oh yes,
All
and
right.
cheers to Eric and Dan. Thank you, Alex.
Cheers, guys. So yesterday I had a beer by Wagon Beer Company. It was a pineapple mango sour. So I saw this. This is their double dry hop dank. Wagon Beer Company, New England IPA. It's 4.45 a single can. I believe this. Well, this is definitely their 420 release. It was canned on 4/20/2023. Actually, got the stamp right there. It's a New England IPA, 6.5%. What else? Brewed and canned by Stellwagen Beer Co., 100 Enterprise Drive, Marshfield, Mass. If you want to check them out, you can go to stellwagonbeer.com. And yeah, crack it open. Now, that sour I drank was actually very reminiscent of the Used Guys by Ouzel Finch. The beer I reviewed with Bumpy and John. So I was actually pretty impressed by that. So hopefully I'm impressed by this too. Hazy straw color and appearance, super hazy, nice hop saturation there. I like it. I like it already. Poured about a finger and a half, bone white, kind of sudsy head on top, but tight knit bubbles on the side. Flavor going to get a nice lacing as well. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's go for the nose.
Nice.
It does have that big. Cheers, beer man. Cheers. It does have that.
Beer man.
That it has a dank, herbal, herbaceous hop resin like aroma. A little green, I will say. But I'm also getting a big pineapple, slight candied berry note. They don't say what hops they use. Maybe if I go online, probably figure it out. Actually, I think I was on their website last night. Probably should have looked at that. Some citrus, a little bit of tangerine, a little bit of breadiness, sweetness from the malts. Smells pretty good. I will say it smells solid, and it does fit the bill with the dank. It's got that herbal herbaceous note. It's not really like earthy or like oniony or garlicky like I've had, like that Fiddlehead IPA. That was straight up dank, oniony, garlicky hops. This is a good balance. It's not too forward with that aspect. It still has a little bit of like what you're kind of looking for in the New England, with like that juicy tropical citrusy aspect. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers.
Please be juicy and creamy.
It's pretty solid. It's not too juice bomb, I guess, in flavor, and it's not too resiny. It's actually kind of it's a little lacking for like to call it dank. It's got like that hop resin, and it does have a little bit of that herbal essence, but I think the sweetness kind of covers it up. It's like pineapple peach. And then you get that berry note again. It's got a nice astringency, a little drying from the hop resin, but it's not really that like dank, oniony, garlicky. It was kind of reminiscent of it on the nose, but on the palate, yeah, I've had some much more herbaceous beers, and that's not a bad thing, you know. But I think if you're looking forward to this beer being kind of that aspect, you might be a little disappointed. Otherwise, it's super drinkable, 6.5%. You can drink it like a 6.5. It's not as juice bomb as maybe like some pale ales that I've had.
Mm.
So with that being said, maybe it's a little lackluster for a 6.5 super hop saturated New England IPA. But overall, carbonation's kind of light. Mouthfeel, I'd say, is about medium. It's a really good beer. It just doesn't really necessarily live up to that dank aspect that I kind of was expecting it to be. Because honestly, I don't mind that it's not like that. I mean, I'm not super into those styles of beers. I'll drink them every once in a while, like that Fiddlehead IPA was really good. But yeah, I'll keep sipping on this and see what I think about it whenever we get to numbers. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Appreciate you, Tanner. Don't forget it.
Thank you, Tanner.
Thanks.
Now, I would bring up Ryan, but I actually got a bunch of emails from the last time he was on.
Oh my
And
God.
people said, who was that boring Amish dude?
Boring. Oh my God.
That guy bored me to death.
Bad.
If
I'll
I
try
could
to be a little more
unsubscribe
Yeah, be a little bit
100
more
times over. All right. Well, we'll bring him up anyways. We got Ryan. He's from
Ryan,
Maryland.
BuMpY's a ball buster. BuMpY's a ball buster, Ryan.
He just does stuff and things.
I do stuff and things. I'm just here to hang out.
In that order.
All right, so I'm bringing a beer from the now defunct Full Tilt Brewery. They were based out of Baltimore. This is their barrel-aged Belgian quad.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it's pronounced Butini. Probably Star Wars fans might, correct me on that.
That's cool.
Pretty
Is
cool.
that some type of a mud, like a mud teeny?
No idea. It might be the name
That's
of
the
a
storm. That's
bar or
the stormtrooper, Ryan. That the guy in the white suit. That's the stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's this guy?
I don't remember him. He looks
He's a
familiar.
Jawa.
He was the wizard. He was the wizard guy from He-Man.
He might.
Oh, that little tiny midget dude.
Maybe.
No, BuMpY.
Anyway, going back to it.
It's not real,
So
That's really cool. I like the game.
this was aged for 9 months in bourbon and brandy barrels. It is a 14% ABV, has 33 IBUs, and there is no canned on date. But if memory serves me well, I think I got this back in February, and I think they went out of business in March. So this was one of the last beers they probably brewed. So let's see, what else am I missing here? Anything else? Nope, they don't say what the hops are.
Well, that's depressing.
Yeah,
Kind of.
bust it open.
Now it's boring and sad. No, I'm just kidding.
Wah, wah.
Just kidding. I thought it was toppling Goliath at first when I saw a red ring around the top of the can.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
If you see a red ring around the top, you should see a doctor.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Alex, you're about to agree with it.
So it did not pour up much head, which I guess would be expected if it was, barrel aged for 9 months. What was there was more of like a tan colored head. It is, yeah, I could slightly see my hand through there, but it's a very dark brown color. Oh yeah, we got alcohol legs for days. All right. Ooh, yeah, boozy. I definitely get the brandy out of it. In the bourbon barrel and the brandy barrel. Kind of getting like a raisin or like raisin and date on the nose. Sweet. It's definitely very sweet. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm getting out of it. Smells delicious. Smells like it's might give a little burning in the chest.
Mm.
Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Well, cheers.
Please be delicious.
Oh yeah, that's good. Sweet, but not like cloyingly sweet at all. I get the like raisin for sure. Date or fig, dark fruit. And then, so you get the dark fruit flavors up front, and then it's followed by that bourbon and brandy barrel flavors, finishing with a bit of, boozy astringency. I'm wishing I bought another can of this actually, but yeah, this is really good. I don't really have much of anything else to say about it. I'll give you a score when I get back around.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you, Ryan. Sounds
Cheers.
nice.
Yeah.
Cheers to Paul from PA Brew News.
Hello, Paul.
Cheers. And let's bring up Eric.
Legendary Eric.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Thanks for
Eric.
coming by
Hey,
the Bumpy Road Brews channel of YouTube.
hey,
Um,
Eric. Hey, Eric. I have something to tell you. When I went off the thing one time, went off the stream early yesterday.
I thought you went off the edge.
No. You have to restart your Facebook stuff. It says 6 days. Remember I told you about my
Oh,
stuff.
well, yeah, I'm sure you can just press the button and get
I
your-
tried.
That's
It
all you
doesn't
gotta
let me. You have to do that.
Well, I'm sure we can.
It's for you, Eric.
Not panic, everybody. Oh, no.
No, it's
Okay.
your stuff, not me, Eric. I already done my stuff for you.
Panic, everybody. I'm going to drink a beer that is maybe or maybe it won't explode on me. We'll find out. Some of these beers explode on me when you open them. This is a Belgian blonde ale from Belgium itself. The I guess it's called the 6.66% Belgian blonde ale from Duvel. There you
Oh,
go.
that's good stuff. I had that.
Bam. You had this blonde ale, this yellow
Yep.
label.
I believe so.
Alright.
I'm not sure, but I think I
Obviously, I
did.
have not had this yellow label.
I might have. I don't remember.
This is good until, well, they say best before end September 2023. So this seems like a really fresh offering. And yeah, this is imported by Duvel, Mort Gat, Cooperstown, New York. There you go. Before I get into said beer, it says serve it's around 42 degrees, 6 degrees Celsius. Malted barley, malted wheat, six refined hop varieties, which I think includes a lot of Saaz style hops. So let's get the glass ready next to me in case this thing has got a lot of lively carbonation, and we'll go from there. It does not have lively enough carbonation. Cool. All right, I don't have one of them Bumpy Road Google glasses. Ooh. But we're going to pour it into a close enough approximation of that glass. All right. 11.2 ounce European style bottle. There's some left in the bottle. Here's the beer color. Nice golden hue as one would expect. Lots of lively carbonation. Nice frothy looking head there. There you go. It's a good look at it. And here is the bottle cap design. Bam. Looking good. All right. The website actually says it includes Saaz and steering Golding hops. All right. Oof. Nice. That smells good. It's got that minerality, that well water minerality kind of a smell to it that you get from that Belgian yeast strain. I mean, look at the carbonation is going up and down for days. It's cool. So a lot of banana, fruity esters in this particular beer. White bready malt. I'm definitely getting that hop variety. That's the Saaz and the steering Golding. Definitely has a peppercorn spiciness to it. Banana clove. White bready malts are in there. Maybe a touch of a honey-like sweetness. and that Belgian funky thing that I'm calling the mineral or like a well water. Let's give it a try on the palate. Cheers, everybody.
Please be delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Please be delicious.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty delicious. Damn.
Oh,
Super champagne. You thought Miller High Life with the champagne of beers. This thing has carbonation and spritziness just like a champagne. This is really the champagne of beers over here. Nice carbonation, spritziness to it again. Very champagne-like in the carbonation. Very crisp. Super clean. Super refreshing. I'm getting a lot of banana fruity esters out of the beer. The same stuff in the nose is transferring into the palate. I'm getting that I'm getting a biscuity, malty flavor as well to the beer. Nice white peppercorn style notes. There's a little bit funky in towards the finish, but it's fairly clean for what it is. Doesn't drink like it's got a lot of alcohol. 6.66. Doesn't even drink somewhere between 5 and 6%. It's a really nice drinker. We'll get around to giving it a good score. It's going to get a good score. We'll think about that and continue on with the rest of the folks. But definitely that banana, the maltiness in there, that bready maltiness in there, like a fresh baked bread, banana, and that peppercorn kind of a note is really the three things that scream out of this glass. So nice drinkability. I can't complain. We'll go on to the next panelist.
appreciate you, Eric. Cheers.
Right. Cheers, Eric. Thank you.
Cheers.
And that next panelist will be not Mike from FLX.
Legendary Dan. Dan.
What's up? Sorry I'm late.
Shame.
Housework called. Yep. Shame. I need the bell.
Yeah, exactly. Good, you got it.
All right. So today I have a beer from the Other Half Brewing Company. And this one was actually brewed in Washington, D.C. And this is one of their Pastry Town beers. So Pastry Town was in about February. There's no bottle on date, but it was February. So this is actually the Rocky Road Imperial Stout, aged 15 to 20 months in bourbon barrels with chocolate ice cream, marshmallows, and walnuts.
Did you say Rocky Road?
Yep, 14% ABV.
What brewery is that?
Other Half.
Okay, I'll try to look for that. Thank you.
So I will not be pouring the whole bottle. I have to share this bottle, so I'll pour half out. Ooh, got some gunk on the lid.
Oh,
there.
no.
Hey,
That's going to be
adjuncts, my friend.
Please be delicious.
All right. Holy shit. I can smell it already. So yeah, it poured pretty thick, minimal head. If there was any head, it's pretty much dissipated at this point. Yeah, it's got legs for days.
hell yeah.
Little adjuncts on the side, just alcohol legs, just syrupy, kind of oily presence. So it's hard to see. All right, right there. So there are chunks of walnuts. Like,
Wow.
You sure those are
and it's just
walnuts?
all float. I hope so. So yeah, it's just all floating on top. So this is definitely an interesting kind of looking
Yeah.
stout. So let's dive in. Cheers.
Please be
Cheers.
delicious and creamy. Cheers.
Okay, so I took a little sip and got a little nose there. Not a lot of booze, not like a lot of barrel on the nose. Super chocolatey, like that chocolate ice cream just hammers through. Like that's all you're getting is like picture like soft serve chocolate ice cream melted down, kind of like that. But then if you've ever had a Heavenly Hash ice cream, it's got the marshmallow swirls and the walnut or the nuts in it and the chocolate syrup. Like I'm getting more of a Heavenly Hash than a Rocky Road right off the nose. So I forgot it, but I did buy one, but I've already had it. I had bought in the Rocky Road Snickers. I was going to pair it with it to see how it went. But
The Snickers ice cream bar.
No. They have like regular Snickers bar, but it's Rocky Road.
Oh shit!
I saw it over in Walgreens.
Well, you can always have the time to print. You can always get that again and do this. Do what you're gonna do. Yeah.
Holy cow! All right, what's happening?
Now you say cheers, Dan. Get it together.
Cheers.
Yeah, now you
I'm
cheers.
discombobulated. I
Unreal.
came in late. I'm feeling shame from everybody. I'm being bullied. I can't handle all this pressure.
Please be delicious, Mr.
At least you're entertaining.
Yeah, it's better than being boring.
Okay, so yeah, super thick and oily, and just syrupy. If you go back to BuMpy, if you go back to that deep orbit you had, that kind of mouthfeel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was one of those ones I was glad I shared, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah,
right. So I'm glad I'm sharing this. It's slightly thinner, I would say, than that beer, but it's still thick and oily and just syrupy. But yeah, just Rocky Road all day. Like they nailed it. Like you get in that marshmallow, you get the walnuts. The walnuts are very profound. Like it's not even just like the essence of nutty. I mean, for Christ's sake, look at that stuff. It's all
Are you like
I mean,
chewing on them?
if somebody isn't getting walnuts on this, they're nuts. Like their palate's wrecked. It's just wrecked.
We'll see if I get that when I get it.
If you find it, yeah.
But yeah, man, this is a treat. This is like the definition of a pastry. Just it's a calorie bomb. I don't even know what the bottle would be. Probably like 2,000 calories. Your whole daily limit in this one little bottle. You know what I mean?
Probably.
So yeah, to round it out, Alex, it's creamy. He's
Yes!
there he is.
Creamy.
I was like, where's Alex? He just popped up. You heard creamy. He's like, oh.
Yes.
But yeah, man,
Awesome.
good beer. I'll rate it later. Cheers.
But Dan,
That was
Well,
out of
I'll
order.
take-
you didn't say if it was delicious.
Well, that's where it comes in later. Alex has to
Whoa.
Oh, okay. That's suspend.
All right, I gotta go hand deliver the rest of this bottle. Otherwise, I'll drink it.
Mr. Dan, I hope you add a little bit more into that glass of yours since you like it before you.
No,
Oh,
that would be wrong of me.
Okay, Chief.
All right.
all right. Cheers, Dan. Thank you. All right, now we got
What a trip he is.
Beer Man.
Hey,
Legendary Beer Man.
cheers. I got one from the Vale again. It's a West Coast style double dry hopped IPA at 6.5%. It's called Lock Lock. It's like a lock, a combo lock or something like that. Yeah, it's got yeah, they're out of Richmond, Virginia. West Coast style double dry hopped with Centennial, Simcoe, and Citra. So nice.
Mm.
It's a kind of a hazy Westy. Yeah, it's kind of hazy looking. Hazy Westy. It's got kind of a murky, kind of dark gold, deep gold. Opaque, can't see through it. Poured about not such an aggressive pour, so it gave me kind of a half finger. A little rocky on the sides, kind of a fluffy, creamy head. A little sizzly on the sides. Medium rising bubbles and the carbonation. Actually, medium fast medium. Yeah, let's go for the nose.
Sniffers.
Sniffers. Oh, hold on. I gotta get some fumage. There we go. So I get a little pine in the back of the nose right away. Piney, citrusy, citrus, kind of grapefruit orange.
Ooh.
A little papaya coming through, a little tropical. No, not papaya, it's something else. Now I can't smell it. Something's wrong.
If it's not papaya, then what is it?
Guava.
Nah, it's not tropical. It's more citrusy, like orange, lemon, grapefruit. little grapefruit rind. There's a slight kind of no, it's like an orange, like sun-kissed orange, like a navel orange kind of smell, sweeter, kind of a dank, earthy kind of feel to it. Yeah, kind of resinous, hoppy resinous. Yeah, let's drink this. Next lacing, kind of forming already. Cool. Cheers.
Cool.
Cheers,
Cheers.
and please be delicious and creamy, but I doubt that's going to be creamy because it's West
bro.
Coast.
It could be.
No, it's got a great carbonation. Medium carbonation's real nice. Medium high, kind of a stingy kind of carbonation. Really lifts up the flavors. It's really bitter. Very bitter finish.
That would be a good beer for your show.
Piney grapefruit finish. It's got a nice body's quite nice for 6'5". It's got like a medium body. It's not too crazy, but it's nice. It feels good in the mouth, all around the palate. A lot of great flavors coming through. The grapefruit's pretty dominant. Orange is calling its name in this. The lemon's kind of going too.
Nice.
A little lemony. It's got a stingy pine finish, though. Right in the back of the tongue, it's just like piercing the pores of my tongue with this like piney resin and bitter thing. Whew. It's really bitter. No alcohol.
Mm.
Fun to drink.
What's the ABV on that? Let's say
6.5. 6.5. It was canned 4.4, so fairly fresh.
No, what's the ABV?
6.5.
Oh, nice. Nice freshness. Good.
No, it's good. It drinks kind of like my other one, but a hell of a lot more bitter. The one from Fort George I like a lot. That's a 7.2, but this is very bitter. Kind of tastes like a Sierra Nevada kind of style beer or something like that. It's kind of in that level of Westies. So yeah, but better. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Well, thank you, Bear Man.
Cheers, man.
I believe it's the legendary BuMpY's turn.
Bear Man.
Man.
Yeah,
It is the legendary BuMpY.
it's me. It's I. Where do I start? Well, I started off with some Evan Williams bottled and bond. I finished that, so I had to grab something else to drink for side drink. So got the Founders Breakfast Stout going. Didn't want to dirty another glass, and I knew I wouldn't finish it in time for the beer that I'm bringing tonight. Now, I've had quite a few of these beers from this brewing company, but they're all different. Can you guess?
Oh,
I don't know, legendary BuMpY.
No? Okay. This is Fine Corinthian shit. Fine Corinthian. There we go. Got it. Leather nachos.
Jesus.
Leather nachos. Oh, I get the
It is
name.
a double IPA, double dry hopped with Citra, Mega Motueka, not just Motueka, and ZNH
I was waiting for Dan.
214. Comes in at 8.3% ABV, and yes, it is from Hoof Hearted Brewing.
I said it. I
Good
guessed
bird.
it. That was me. I get
Where are they out of?
They're out of Ohio.
Okay.
You farted.
You did, Dan.
Marengo, Ohio. Dabbling in the dank arts, it says. So, yes, let's go ahead and get this one cracked open, poured. Try it out. Canned on date. There's nothing printed on the can. There it is, though. It's on the label. 411. So, yeah. Little over a month. About 6 weeks. Okay. We pour. It's got a nice white head, but kind of a soap sudsy head. The color of the beer itself is that melted lemon lollipop yellow, and it's milky, opaque. Can't see through it. Some aromas. I'd say it's got a pineapple note from afar. Orange. I'm getting like blood orange. Red ruby grapefruit. Loaded with red grapefruit. It does have a little bit of a candy factor to it too, so it's kind of starting to swing back, kind of almost like a Fruit Loop cereal. So like some of the orange and stuff's kind of coming back. Maybe even a little bit of lime in there, but it's kind of candied sweet. Yeah, it's nice. It kind of has like a tornado of aromatics. And I'm kind of left with a lot of that kind of just Fruit Loop type aroma. So here we go. Cheers.
Cheers, and please be delicious and creamy.
Cheers.
Please be a lot of things, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got medium body, medium carbonation. It's got a slight kind of softness to the palate. It's not the softest of mouthfeels, but it's nice. It is slightly drying to the palate on the finish. It's very fruit forward. It's got kind of that blood orange thing going for it. There is that ruby red grapefruit in there. It's citrusy. It's got like that kind of lime note. It does bring about that kind of cereal, like Fruit Loops type thing. And I'm not going Fruity Pebbles because there's like a slight difference. I think Fruit Loops seem to have a bit more of a kind of citrusy vibe to them. Malt, slightly bready, wheat, cracker. Bitterness, I'd say on this, it seems to be kind of on the milder side. It does have a little bit of stickiness to the lips, so it might be just a touch on the sweeter side, but it's not cloying at all. It does have enough bitterness to balance it out, but it's not like so bitter that it's destroying anything. So I'd say, yeah, it's kind of like a mild to moderate bitterness. Bitterness is lingering on. It does tend to stay within the fruit families. Maybe a little bit of like a rind to a zest type bittering note. And yeah, it's 8.3% ABV. Yeah, it drinks right around a double IPA. So
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty nice. I've liked a lot of these Who Farted IPAs. They're double IPAs, their triple IPAs are really good. So yeah, not many I haven't liked so far. So I'll get a score later on. Right now we got to get back into this free for all.
Unreal.
One talk at once. Let's go.
Unreal.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Ryan, so I was looking at that website. Are you sure they're closed?
Full Tilt.
Yeah. Because
As
Google
far as
says
I'm
that,
aware,
like, there. I
Go ahead.
Googled it, and like if you pull up their tap room, it says like open till 10. Usually,
Huh.
yeah, Google's usually like the first thing to tell you if one's out of business or not. I don't
know. If I know they were going out of business for sure. Like I was listening to this podcast where they interviewed the owner, and he was talking about how it's hard to keep a brewery going, nowadays, this, that, and the other.
Maybe someone works for them now. Maybe
they got another loan or something.
Yeah, might have gotten some funding from the government.
Yes, they did.
What you got there?
Well, you're muted, bro. No longer in business.
Yeah, right.
If you go to the website, it says
maybe they stopped paying their people to manage the website. They're just like, screw it. We don't have enough money to even update the website.
They're already screwed.
It's too bad that Anheuser-Busch couldn't buy them out.
When did they close?
That I'm not 100%. It was either, my understanding, like March or April. I thought it was like right after St. Patrick's Day. Like I thought I remember hearing like St. Patty's Day.
Their can art's really cool, though.
Yeah.
Their other products and their can art is really nice.
Yeah, I think they did really well. They were open for a number of years, but
maybe they're coming back. Who knows?
I don't know. At least right now they couldn't dip one.
I'm not seeing anybody check in at the brewery itself. Like, how people put the location.
Right.
Nobody's checking in from the brewery itself.
It's possible.
Could be just remnants of what they brewed.
Yeah.
They had food too, and their food looked actually pretty good.
So I never made it there, but I heard a lot of good things about their food, actually. Yeah.
Maybe they'll be back open again.
Probably not, Alex.
Probably not.
You should
just for a bit.
Alex, you should Venmo them some money. They could reopen.
Send them a strongly worded email, Alex. That'll do.
Yeah. Right here on March 13th, that says that's a wrap.
There.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Well, you check the news tomorrow. It's going to say Alex is a new owner.
Local Jersey boy, Alex.
The whole thing. Yeah. This is their Instagram. The March, was it February 27th? Thanks for getting tilted with us. We did everything we could, but sadly we are closing our doors after Sunday, March 12th.
Well, maybe Mr. Dan can take over now and buy the company and bring it back.
Yeah. So Sam Smalley's advice is call before you come.
Ew.
She said.
I was gonna say no, but
Wow.
Sam stifled you, huh?
I'll steer clear of that comment.
All right. So after drinking this beer a little bit, it's starting to warm, open up. I'm getting more of the barrel character. That was like my one negative. There wasn't a lot of barrel, but that's okay with me though, because I don't
folks
like me. Like me. Like I prefer less barrel in a beer. I don't like when the barrel just takes over everything.
Is that why you didn't like that barley wine from Treehouse that I gave you? Nice.
No, that it tastes like cough syrup, pineapple cough syrup. That's why I don't like that. My fault. I asked for it. But yeah,
I know it would be Treehouse's fault.
Treehouse is like, people buy anything. Watch this. We'll make it.
I'm
getting a lot of like dark cherry, kind of stone fruit, a little kind of oak tannin kind of coming through. But just if anything, the chocolate is getting more personified. And
oh yeah, this is
for what it is 4.4.
You're at a 4.4 out of 5.
Out of 5.
88. That's good.
Hey Dan, isn't this your nickname? Don't they call you Dank?
It's on my arm, buddy, right there.
Oh, it is on his arm.
That's what everyone calls me.
This is the double dry hopped. I guess they have another version of this, but it's not double dry hop. This is made with Citra and Simcoe. It's a solid beer. I mean, if you're looking for this to be like dank 420 herbal herbaceous beer, it's definitely not that. It's a good product, but it's kind of it doesn't fit the theme. It's a little. I don't want to say it's gimmicky. I mean, I guess so, kind of. They're like, yeah, 420, man, dank.
You would think with a name like that, you'd be getting like,
Yeah.
Like Stone. Stone does that.
Dude, Fiddlehead IPA. Oh my god, that you want to talk about dank?
I got one in the fridge, dude. Yeah.
That you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think it depends on when you.
It is
when you
literally
get
like
it.
drinking. It is like drinking a bag of marijuana.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think it really depends on the age and on the age on that one. Because I think when it's super fresh, I think it's more kind of orange citrus like.
Okay.
No need to combust anymore.
Which I'm not opposed to. Like that's one of the qualities I think that makes Fiddlehead like kind of unique. Like it just gives that old school, like that centennial fucking danky, just herb. You know?
Yeah. Well, for a number, I'd give this like a. I gotta stop giving beers high numbers, especially New England beers. I'll go 85. I think that's fair. I mean, I'd probably buy another can, to be honest with you. Not bad, 6.5%. You know, it's got a good mouthfeel.
I think if I converted my score to your scoring system, it'd probably be like a 90.
Yeah,
maybe.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Like would a 4.25 be like a
85
or a 85?
It'd be an 85. You just double it. Yeah, that's how my brain. I just double it. Like you gave it a 8 or 4.4, so it's like an 88.
I mean, it is what it is. Numbers are just numbers, but just trying
to. I like
basically your scale is basically just what you like. If you like hold up a ruler and you say, "I like it this much."
Yeah.
Okay. I like it this much, and then when it's closer to the whole ruler, that's when it's like okay. So
it's all.
I also I like interpreting like the grade. So if I said 85, that would be like a what? Like a B?
Solid B.
Yeah. So I would consider
above
this
average,
like a B beer.
So
especially with the aspect of what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a dank, herbal, marijuana-esque beer, but it's not. So
I mean, when we did a review with BuMpY, we did a grow beer, and we actually did the 50-point inspection.
So big.
After going through it, like our scores matched up. It was just, I was like, oh, I'll give it this, but then we did all the math, and it was like the same thing. So I was like, okay.
What the fuck? Shut your cat up, Chatio.
Right.
Jeez Louise. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Wait, unless that was at Alex's house. Put some duct tape on your midgets, Alex.
Keep it up.
Sorry, the midgets from my basement, they're trying to escape. That was that noise.
You guys are bad.
You know when you're coming from Ryan's house, it's too boring to have people.
Oh, wow.
Is it my turn? Okay, so this thing.
Free for all, Ryan. Go.
That's it, sir.
Go for it,
Free for all, is that what we're doing? Oh, man.
I'm wrapping my head around mine.
Did you not hear Bumpy's free for all?
You have stifled the man.
Go ahead, Ryan. It's all you.
Yeah,
Do I have to
anyway,
play it again?
finish this up. Yeah.
Free for all.
Everyone in pocket one.
Free for all.
In the middle over here.
So anyway, I liked this about this much.
I like that.
What end of the rule are you at?
How excited you are about that beer?
That's about a 10 out of 12. I love
About
it.
10 inches out of 12 inches. So
Okay.
no, seriously. I mean, as I was drinking this, it actually is like reminding me of a combination of a Belgium quad and a barley wine. But it didn't, there's no maltiness. You had the the fig and the dark fruit, the raisins and everything, which I really enjoyed. But it's the mouthfeel. It was maybe more of a lower side of medium body, lower carbonation. With that said, being kind of confused as to would I call this a Belgian quad or a barley wine, I really did enjoy it. And on a scale out of 100, I'd probably, I don't know, again, 10 inches. I don't know what's that. Maybe like a 93.
Come on,
I
now.
don't know.
Come on.
So anyway, it was good. I liked it. Cheers.
I give it 3.5 Ron Jeremy's.
Ron Dejum.
I thought he was the full 12.
Ron Jeremy. Yeah, he makes runs and what's his face? Ron Terrio will never review them. All right. Woo. Speaking of,
Never even had him.
we're gonna do the Double 6.66 Belgian Blonde. Really haven't had an authentic Belgian blonde recently. Ale.
Eric, I have a question. Would you
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
that the champagne of the devil?
If the devil wants to drink a beer, this would be a good one, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, it's too bad I don't have that water boy thing.
Girls are the devil. I think I'll give it a 94. This is really excellently executed Belgian blonde. I think he gets about a 90 on Bearwicket. I would say it's a tad better than that. And the other thing that I'm noticing that I like is there's some clove element spicing to it, and it does have a wheat malt in it, and I'm definitely noticing that, which works well with that banana flavor. So real easy, nice drinking beer. I forget what I paid for that. Usually the actual Belgian import beers are a little more expensive, but I would buy that again, yeah. And 94. Whoa, for the Belgian blonde.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sign of the devil.
Well,
Here we go with 100.
I'm gonna give this beer
another sip.
It's good. I like it. It's a lot of cinnamon, and I like that kind of stuff.
Keeping people on edge. He's good at this shit.
I'm gonna give it a 91. 91. 91.
Well, that's a very fair score, Alex.
But don't worry, you'll get your hundreds again. Don't worry, not to fret.
Our 100. 100.
Yes.
You've been watching too much HBO Prime or whatever the hell.
Yeah, that's all right. JV doesn't even watch any of my stuff anymore, so
That's because he's a Jeremy.
you never have a score on
If you can get that, please do. You most likely probably could. Let's say Chadio and whoever. If you get Tavor, obviously let's say Chadio's taking a break from that. But if he does order beers from Tavor, try to see if you can find this. I don't know.
I haven't seen anything from them yet, but I'll keep my eyes open for sure.
If you ever do, check them
Change it
out.
up all the time.
You're welcome, brother. Appreciate you.
All right. Well, I'll go, I guess. My beer, again, is called Colorado State of Mind. Got the Denver skyline over here. Got a big old mountain peak, and got people up itty bitty right there with their doggo climbing the peak. Colorado State of Mind, Citra, India Pale Ale. Dan may actually like this beer because it has Citra, Matuaka, and Mosaic.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the eyes lit up. It's okay. It's just a little thinner than I was expecting with those hops. It's very sessionable, but 6.75%. So it's sessionable, but it's good. I mean, it's not what I would normally get or what I was expecting. So I'm gonna just give it. I'll give it the Back to the Future score, 88 out of 100.
Hell yeah.
BuMpY, are you on dial-up tonight? What's going on?
I know he's looking weird.
BuMpY, you're right. You're a little dilated.
88 out of 100.
88 out of 100 from Chadio.
88 pounds an hour.
There you go. BuMpY's favorite day again. We are feeling now. The rain is gone.
I am gonna. Yeah, you can see me now.
Exactly, brother. Exactly.
Hey, before I give a score or anything, Thrash says, Alex, I saw Linda on Sunday at Terrellins. She said that dealer is doing awesome. I'll see him on Saturday as they need help with the llama drama.
Good. I'm looking forward to that video, legendary Brian. Appreciate that, bud. Thank you.
Right.
Good news. Thanks. I'm looking forward to it on Saturday.
I'm digging this beer. I'm liking it. I like that I get a lot of different flavor notes out of it. I like how it stays on that kind of citrusy and fruity side of the whole thing. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
Plus, it has
it's
mega
it's a good one.
Motueka, which I don't know if that means like just a ton of Motueka or very large Motueka hops, or what mega Motueka is. But it is great beer.
It's Motueka Super Saiyan form.
Yeah.
Only Dragon Ball Z fans would get that, I guess.
Oh, it's a style one, man. It's one of those style boosted Motueka.
What about Power Man?
5,000?
Because wasn't that like a Power Man thing too?
I think about Mega Man.
Yeah. Oh, Mega Man. I said Power Man.
Power Man.
Power Man
That's what I
5000.
said.
Oh, so no.
Yeah, Mega Man. Very good. I'm gonna score this beer. I'm gonna give it a 43.5 out of 50. Say it's very good.
Nice. That's a
And,
great score. I'll
yeah.
score mine real quick. Yeah, that's a great score. Fuck yeah, 545. Jeez. Yeah, this is I'll just be quick with this. This is a 91 out of 100.
91.
Yeah. It's not the greatest Westie, but I think it's just too bitter. Like a little too bitter. Like too bitter. Like punch you in the fucking back of the mouth bitter.
It's like arrogant. What is it? Is it arrogant?
Bastard.
Yeah, it's just really almost an unbalanced bitter. Like give me a little more.
Yeah, you need a little bit more sweetness to balance it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like once in a blue moon, I think I want a beer that's just like gonna punch me with the bitterness, and then I get halfway through it and I'm like, yeah, no, I was wrong. I was totally wrong about this.
I was gonna say you would like this then.
Oh yeah, Thrash.
Yeah, well, I like it at first, and I'm like, yeah, no, now I got like heartburn.
Right, kind of gets foul after a bit. What was that? What was your beer bumpy?
Just kidding.
Was it was it?
Say that again, Beer Man. I'm sorry.
Was it a New England IPA that you had? A
The
double?
beer that I have,
Yeah.
I would call it a New England.
Yeah.
They just
Double-
call it a double IPA, double dry
okay.
hop. I mean, it's hazy and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I think I had
Oh, definitely.
one of their beers, one of the nachos. Maybe it was the discount. I had one of them, but I remember the first time I went to go grab one of their products. It was at some store in Connecticut, and I bought it, and then I looked at the date, and it was like 7 or 8 months old. So I drove back, and they're like, "Oh, what's the problem with this? Why are you returning it?" I'm like, "It's old." Like, what do you mean it's old? I'm like, "It's old. It's not IPA. It's like 8 months old." You know, it should.
Oh wow.
And I was like, I'm gonna buy something else. I just, I'd like to get my money back for this, purchase something else. And they were like baffled because I was returning an IPA that was 8 months old. They had like no clue. But
Like, is it going to kill you?
they're distributed by 12%.
It will ruin my day.
Are they another one that's distributed by 12%? I think so, right?
Who Hearted was, but I've been getting cans right out of their brewery. The ones that I've been getting out of their brewery, The IPAs are like so much better.
They're supposed to be better. They're from the actual brewery, so it should be
Yeah.
better. You know what I mean? Let's say Bobby.
But they probably made enough money to
Not that the 12% makes bad stuff. It's just you're looking at different water profiles. So out of their own brewery, they're building most of their beers based off their water profile.
What is 12%? Is that a brewery that distributes to other beers from the same?
No, they actually brew it there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
12% makes some good stuff
Okay.
too. From what I've had, they make like super cheap. I had that pale ale by them, and it was like a 5.5% hop. It was like a hop saturated pale ale for $10. And then they have those snappy lagers.
You're a snappy lager.
They make some good stuff. I will say. I'd like to actually go to 12%.
Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I bet they have a bunch of stuff there. You know, all their stuff they distribute for. I bet you can try a bunch of. They probably have all those breweries on tap.
Appreciate you, Angie. Cheers.
Just talking about the melt. Dan asked her, she got the melt. So there's always the question about the question at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Tommy Carroll's not here, so there's no questions coming out of the chat.
Oh, that's shocking. Legendary Tom is always here. Shocking.
Tanner did have a question that he was going to ask last week, but then we took somebody else's question. Was it Ryan's?
Might have been, yeah.
Something like that.
Somebody else had a question. I can't remember back that far. It was a whole week ago.
Tommy. Yeah.
If I had a question, I forgot.
Oh no, it was Tommy last week. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Did we
Tanner,
get
you got
Tommy?
a question?
Yeah, I still have it.
What is a hop?
It's when you jump.
It comes off a vine. It is a relative of the marijuana plant.
Jesus Christ, you've been brewing how long?
Well, no, because you can do an IHOP with one leg.
I just said hemp.
Oh.
I think that's the right word.
No, hops are not hemp, Alex.
Well, no, but if he's talking about the weed part,
The
of
hops
it,
are from the weed family. They're all hemp,
Yeah.
hops, all the same family of
right?
wine.
That's some awesome.
Hempity, hemp, hemp, hempity, hemp, hemp. Look at Hoppy go. All right, so I guess we'll just go with whatever Tanner's gonna.
I guess we'll just go with Tanner.
I guess we'll just go with Tanner. Tanner the banana. Wait, let me check the private chat first. Did anybody say anything?
Nothing.
Oh, it just says Tanner. I have that Q, Bumpy. You should get that checked by a doctor.
Disrespect.
Ryan got to touch boobies.
Oh shit! Me and Tanner were Eskimo buddies.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Eskimo brothers.
Hell yeah.
All right, we'll bring Tanner up here. So we'll go. Tanner will ask a question, and we'll go around the way that StreamYards has this. So it would be Bearman, Chatio, Alex, myself, Ryan, and then we'll go down to. I think it goes to Thomas Metal at that point, and then to Dan. I think it kind of goes like snake-like. That's how it.
It's however you want to go.
That's how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to snake it.
That works.
All right. So I believe I had a beer last week that I'm pretty sure I was a little disappointed with. So my question for the panel is, what is your biggest pet peeve when it comes to a brewery? And are there certain things that they might do that might make you completely not buy their product anymore? Now, because I know it's a thing and I know someone's going to say it and I want you guys to think out of the box, let's try to say we all know dates on cans is a big pain in the ass, you know. Let's try to think of something other than dates. So, yeah, what's like the number one thing that'll deter you from buying certain companies' product? So,
Beer man, go ahead.
Okay, thinking.
No time to think.
The asshole head brewer.
Where's my buzzer?
A company's product, branding possibly, like people that branded for the wrong reasons, like new tire. You know, like I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. I'm the first one to answer this. This is kind of hard.
It's a good.
Well, what do you? So if you walk into the beer store or whatever, what's something that might pop out to you that'll make you not want to buy something from a certain company? You know, other than dates, because we all look at dates and.
Well, I mean, you always have ABV as well, or if there's a certain style you're wanting and you want a certain percentage. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this.
I got an answer.
The style, I'm not sure.
I have an answer.
Go ahead. I got to think about this. There's something, or maybe a pass.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to you, Beer Man. We'll give you a pass.
Cool. Thank you.
We'll go to Chatio.
All right, let's say our brewery has been around since, I don't know, we'll throw a random year out there, since 2005. And then they start going cheap with the ingredients, and the flavors are off from what they were, and it just tastes like it's starting to taste a little different. So when breweries go cheap on ingredients after years of putting in like the good ingredients, that's when I look at brewers and say, yeah, I'm done with you. And by the way, I was throwing Dry Dock under the bus, but that's just me.
Sounds like
New Belgium's done the same thing, but everything that's sold is out. But yeah, I mean, I was going with an independent brewer like Dry Dock.
Yeah,
their beers aren't what they used to be, and it's a bummer.
Back, and they're like, oh, how can we sell this for the same price, but try to sell but cut back on ingredients. So yeah, I'm totally against that.
I had that experience with a local brewery. Like for years, one of the patrons brought in all the blueberries, grew all the blueberries for the blueberry Kolsch, and then one year the brewer was like, "Yeah, we've switched to extract," and it was not even remotely the same beer. That brewer has since been let go by the company.
Oh.
That brewer house, good. I mean, yeah, you have something there, and you have like someone outside, like either giving it, like donating it to them, or selling it to them for dirt cheap. And the brewer goes, "No, I want to do it like extract." Yeah, don't be cheap. Come on, man.
Be golden. Don't be cheap. You breweries
be golden. Be the golden.
All right, I now know an answer.
Okay.
I know an answer. Sellouts, man. If there's a sellout company, I'm not going to go back to it. I haven't gone to 10 Barrel forever, and I used to drink these all the time.
But you don't know if it's good or not. Let's say Beer Man.
Their dates are wonky
Really
now.
care?
So, yeah, it says a lot about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had 10. I've seen it. I've had it in my hand.
Oh, wow.
But it was one of their IPAs, and I'd never seen them before, and we had them in our area, and I checked the date, and it was like over a year old.
Yeah, right.
Like they weren't even distributing to us anymore, and they were just sitting on the shelf of the store, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not buying that IPA. It was that Joe Boxer one or whatever it was. 10 Barrel Joe Boxer, I think. They're one of their IPAs.
Oh, okay, I've never seen that. Yeah,
so I've never had them.
Alex.
Yeah, I'm just looking at something. That's all. I'm just looking at my friend Lloyd's stuff.
How's her butt look?
No, Lloyd, my friend Lloyd's. My friend, he's painting something. That's what I wanted to look at. Well, if I had an issue with a brewery, well.
All right, Alex. Let me simplify it for you. So,
thank you, Lizard.
When you go to buy beer, right? What is one thing that'll make you not want to purchase beer from a company? So typically, if you bought beer from a company and you were disappointed by whatever aspect, and then the next time you were like, I'm not buying any more product from them anymore.
I never experienced that yet. I mean, obviously, if it is nasty every single time, then I would have to get rid of it. But stop buying them. But I haven't had any issues, not yet, anyway. And I'm happy. Now there is some beers I don't like, but it's not every time a beer that I drink it I don't like it.
No. So there could be like you don't like bitterness, so there could be like a West Coast IPA company. And let's not necessarily say that they make bad beers or they're gross, but you might personally not want to buy certain products from that company because they do more of your West Coast style.
Right, but it's not because I don't like the company. It's because
You're more of a New England juicy, creamy.
They have no beef with
Drop.
beer.
and stouts and stuff like that kind of thing. Yeah, I guess it's a possibility. I guess.
You don't have a beef with any beer, apparently.
Yeah.
My
I guess
favorite
you're right.
possibilities.
Yeah.
Is it my
Thank
turn
you.
already?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
It's your turn, Bumpy.
I don't want to go to settings. I change it, Thrash. I change it back to this because I like to cover up people on the bottom's faces and make them feel like shit.
Huh.
You guys are on the bottom row. Okay.
So, Bumpy
Oh, did I say that on my live stream? I'm just kidding, guys.
Whoops. You're all right. We're live, buddy.
Everybody knows I'm a dickhead. Anyways, something. Now it took a lot of these to really make me say, you know what, I probably really shouldn't purchase anything from this
It's
company ever again.
I know it is.
But when you pay good money and over and over and over and over about 19 times, you get oxidized beers from them.
I know.
I was waiting for this.
Yep.
Yeah. So Equilibrium is out in my book.
I never had a problem with them.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for. I was like, I can't believe no.
Have you been talking? You've been talking to Ridgeopolis.
What?
Ridge has convinced you that Equilibrium never ever has.
No, I haven't tasted any. I haven't tasted any oxidized beer lately.
It just
I at
always
least
have
I
a
haven't.
tea flavor.
Well, the tea flavor doesn't bother me.
All their IPAs are
Brewery
brown.
up the road from me.
There's
Flavored beers.
all the IPAs are brown.
Well,
and
that's
they
nasty.
taste
'Cause
like
they're not supposed to be brown.
shit.
They're not supposed to be brown. Nasty. Jobless, never.
It's a brown IPA.
A Brippa. So that's
Your answer?
That's my answer.
All right, so that was going to be my answer too. Absolutely was oxidation.
Was
but-
it Equilibrium too?
Yeah, primarily. I it truly is like I really liked their stuff for a while, and then I just suddenly kept getting extremely oxidized cans every time, and it would only be maybe a month old. And I'm just like,
Wow.
They probably
I'm
don't can
not
them
saying
right.
that I'm never buying it again. Sometimes I might see something and I'm like, all right, I'll take a chance.
Sometimes if you get like a collaboration that they've done, those for some reason seem to be safer.
Yeah. But so just to not copy what you said with oxidation, even though that's definitely like my number one, answer would be when I see natural flavors, I do tend to steer away from natural flavoring.
You like artificial flavors.
Natural flavors or artificial flavoring.
Oh, that would be
Give me the adjuncts. Now, with that said, Dan, you just sent me that Genesee, and I'm looking forward to that. Even though I know it's like natural flavoring, but I'm excited for that. Anyway, so that's my answer.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, Ryan. And that was a very unboring answer.
All right.
Yeah.
See,
All right.
Back. We're now safe again.
So if you guys that watch this, you can stop sending me freaking emails about Ryan. Okay, appreciate it.
Stop biting me, man. I don't know.
We've got 30 new
No, that's
emails.
so everybody knows this is just an inside joke. Ryan had commented back to me on a video saying that he thought he was boring. I told him, no, you're not.
Just having fun, people.
Okay.
Yep.
No, I wouldn't call you boring.
So this goes over to Eric Thomas Metal 75.
Me,
Let's get Eric.
yeah, I mean, if you don't have an issue with breweries, you never had an issue with one. I mean, I don't know if you can really truly answer this question, kind of like Alex Baymaster, and just make up an answer. But I guess the best answer, because this one's kind of hard for me to come up with something that turns me off on a brewery. I don't think I've had enough oxidized beers from enough breweries to be complaining about one brewery over the other and questioning their brewing. But I can think of, and I'm not going to name a brewery name. I can at least think of one in my local area where ever since they started brewing beers, I have no clue how they're still in business, because I've never had a beer that I thought was done really well or that I thought was like to a T the style they were trying to brew. And I think there are some people that maybe are more of the hobbyist level, and they should be perfecting their recipes and their techniques before they go and try to be even like in your local community trying to be a brewery. Because again, I can think of one brewery specifically that all the beer kind of had this really strawberry milk, or like it's off flavor of a beer. And I couldn't ever think of a place, unless I felt like I drank too much, that I've never been to a brewery, except for this one I can think of off the top of my head, where I just left, like every time I've been, the 2 or the 3 times that I've been trying to give them a chance, I've just left beers on the table. Like, I think you need to hone in, perfect your beer recipe, make sure you're getting a big enough amount of consensus that, hey, you may want to take this to market. The brewery that I'm thinking of, I think the owner got a Mr. Beer kit for Christmas one year. It's like, hey, why don't I start a brewery? That's probably the worst reasoning to start a brewery. It's hone your recipe, get it together, get your stuff together, get a little more coherent of a product, not a mess of a product, and like try to show people that you kind of know what you're talking about, rather than, well, it kind of reminds me of that style. Like, if it kind of reminds me of that style, that's not very good. Come on, it kind of reminds me of an IPA. No, so breweries, the stuff that detracts me to going to breweries is you try all the beers and it's like none of them are really style they say it is. They need to work on that recipe a little more. I want to give them all the love and the praise for trying to get it right, but maybe this isn't just their thing. I don't know. So breweries, they can't get it right in style, don't make me want to go back and give them money, I guess.
No, that's perfect, man. There are a lot of people who are like, oh, we're going to call this a certain style, and then we're just going to completely change it up and pretend.
Yeah. Is that Paul? Are you asking for a link to come up?
Legendary Paul. I'm gonna nice to see that Legendary Paul.
Do you have a new beer that you can go through a quick, score it, and answer the question? Then I can bring you up.
Legendary Paul, and he'll send you them.
So we're getting right to the very tippy end of the show.
Dan, you want to
Well, I had 3 answers. I thought of 3, just in case. So the one BuMpY kind of took, which was just general canning mispractices or whatever, reputation, basically. So I won't go over that one. My second answer, I guess I've thought about more and could be considered highly political or highly whatever. It's going to stir up a whole bunch of you know what. So I'm not going to bring that up.
You'll be golden, Dan.
No, I'm not going to bring that up live.
You're a saint.
So my third one, I guess, would be price point. When I go shopping for beer, and it's not the brewery's fault a lot of times, but sometimes it is, because I've seen some local stuff in stores just as much as stuff that's from out of state, and I'm like, what are we doing, guys? You're hyper local. Why am I paying this much? So I know it's not. I know it's not like a shipping issue.
Right.
As far as breweries out of state, I'll tell you what. every beer store I go in my area, there's never a point where I think, you know what, I'm gonna buy that 450 North. Fuck that. I'm not paying $12 a can for a 16-ounce 450 North beer. I can get just as good stuff, you know, if not better.
If not better, yes.
Right, for the same price. And like I said, I'm not ignorant. I know a lot of it is not the brewery's fault. I know it takes a lot to run a beer store and get some sort of, you know, be in the black, if you will, when it comes to, because you don't make much margin of profit on a lot of these beers. I realize that. I guess it'd be more so about the local stuff. Why is my local brewery charging that much at the local beer shop, like, when there's no justification, there's no reason for it. So
I'm right there with you, Dan, though, too. At the same time, I'm also like, even if there is something in my bottle shop that's from out of state and it's just some ridiculous price, I'm like, you know, yeah, I might really want to try this beer, but I just can't justify paying that price.
You're not going to repeat buy that thing.
All right. So to answer my own question, and I'm super surprised, nobody said it. And I talk about it all the time. It's the number one reason why I started reviewing beers.
You told us not to talk about the dates.
Gimmicky products. Gimmicky products, man.
Oh, yeah.
I have bought stuff, and it's like,
You know,
strawberry cheesecake here, and you taste it, and it tastes like candy strawberry, or, you know, you buy certain beers, they put things on the label, and they tell you it's going to taste like this, this, and that. I stopped buying those pastryarchies because I had like 2 or 3 of them, and none of them tasted like anything that they put on the label. Even like this, I forgot what I had last week, but it was another gimmicky beer. It's like, even this ain't dank. It's not your 420 man, herbal herbaceous dank. Fiddlehead is, and they don't even call it. They're not even like
trying to advertise it as being some real dank marijuana kind of thing.
Would that somewhat fall into reputation though, Tanner? I mean, because if you buy a gimmicky beer from, like, let's say Mortalis, you know it's probably gonna taste like that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, definitely. That's exactly how it is. There are certain companies where it's like you buy certain stuff from them, and it doesn't live up to what it's supposed to be, and you're like, I'm not buying that anymore. Or you like you said with Mortalis, and it tastes exactly like funnel cake, and you're like, wow, if they come out with another pastry style sour, I'm gonna buy it because it tastes like what they said it was.
Exactly, that's what you want, Legendary Tanner.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
So that's my biggest problem is buying product, especially when they're like charging a good $1 for it because it's supposed to taste like this, and it just tastes like you're, you know, not unique, just every
What's
average.
up there, PA Brew News?
But yeah, that's definitely my biggest issue. And cheers, Paul. What's up, man?
Cheers. All right, so we got to bring Paul up bigger so that he can do. So he's going to do the full showcase of what his new beer is, the whole breakdown of it, score it, and then you got to answer the question. Are you ready?
Jeez.
No.
Welcome to New Brew.
No.
Welcome to Legendary BuMpY.
I have a new beer, something you've never had before.
Well, I just had this. Here it is. I just had this.
Okay, it's got to be a new
Maybe you
beer.
just had it.
Oh, wow. Nice. It's the Abyss, the 2019 Reserve Port Series.
That's what you just poured. That's what's in your glass now.
I just finished it. I just
Well, what's something you haven't had yet? You got to have something. You got to open up and share something brand new to you you've never had yet on the show.
Okay, I mean, look at that. I think I have a choice.
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah, you got a choice. Hell yeah, Mike.
Well, fuck it. I'll do the. Oh no, I'll do this one. Okay, good. I'm back here. I'm prepared. God damn it, I'm prepared.
Brand freaking new. There you go.
Ludington Bay Brewing Company, Tangelo Dream, the Phantom Lake American Pale Ale, and I got it because of Joe, because it says Tangelo.
Yeah,
And he loves
I
yes.
hear him say that all the time. I've yet to have one of those.
Tangelo, coconut, what?
That's Joe. So
What?
I love coconut. Love it.
So there it is. This is my put me on the spot there. It almost looks like a creamsicle beer. That is nuts. That's what that looks like. It looks like a fucking Stewart's creamsicle. 5.7 alcohol by volume. All right. Do a little. That looks like a fucking Stewart's creamsicle. That's weird. All right. Good God. Okay, that smells amazing. It does smell like Tangelo. It smells like tangerine juice. I've never had a pale ale like this before in my life. Oh my God, what's gonna happen to me? I'm gonna start liking fruited sours and hazy beers.
You're gonna start seeking knowledge like Joe. That's what's gonna
Botanical. Cheers, buddy.
Oh, thank God it's boring shit. Thank God. I got scared for a second. Okay, let's get into it again. It looks and smells fucking disgustingly stupid. Okay. It's dry. It's a drier beer. Earthiness in the back end. It has a nice little soft hint of tangerine wafting through there. A little bit of piffy grapefruit. Nothing too crazy. More of this kind of like, I hate to say it, kind of like muted breadiness. And then it goes into this soft, earthy pepperiness. I kind of want to say that it's almost that kind of medicinal pill bitterness in the background, but it's so muted with the breadiness and that tangerine that it doesn't get there, thankfully. And it goes down pretty, I wouldn't even say clean because it has that a lot of it, that kind of like residual earthiness to it. But like, I was terrified that this was going to be the most amazing thing I've ever drank in my life. One, because it's under 12%, and two, because it's something with fruit in it. But thankfully, these brewing companies have held up to the kind of tradition of making subpar beers with fruit in them and making them seem like a big deal. So, Ludington Bay Brewing Company, Tangelo Dream, Phantom Lake American Pale Ale with natural tangerine flavor and artificial color. Why did you put that in there? That just ruined everything. 5.7% alcohol by volume. And they're from James Street, Ludington, Michigan. I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Definitely not the worst thing I ever drank, but there is a little bit, there's a lot of cloudy murkiness, especially stuff almost seemingly floating in it. So the ABV, the body being a bit thin, and the overall flavors being a little bit lackluster, that kind of sucks. So there you go, new beer right there for you.
All right.
Cheers.
Well, now, if you want to answer that question, Tanner, how did you word that again?
Unreal. All right, 1 second.
And we'll even bring you down to this. So we'll go back to the screen.
What will keep you from buying beer?
All right. So, has there been? So, what is your biggest pet peeve when it comes to buying beer from a certain brewery? Like, has there been something that has really ticked you off about a brewery to the point where you're like, you walk into the store, you see their product, and you're like, I'm never gonna buy their stuff again?
It's not binding.
Okay. Like, for example, Anderson Valley. For example, just their amazing lack of quality is just outstandingly horrible, and all of the people could die in a house fire that ever decided to brew those beers. Well, no, let's take it back. They should get prickled by needles until they pee themselves. How about that? Anderson Valley stuff, they're really bad. Just the bourbon, though that bourbon series, stuff like that, like the 12-13% Imperial stouts that drink like water and have no flavor except for shit. Thank you very much for my money, assholes. There's that. There's brewing companies that, when you get, I'm trying to think, like Rheingeist was another one that was nice enough to kind of like basically have a big, apparently, media outbreak about how bad they treat their people and all the facilities they have. That's cool. I don't do that anymore. I don't buy any of their beers. There's some other ones too. It's like I'm trying to think. That's a very loaded question because I've had so many brewing companies I don't buy beer from anymore. I will never buy another Heavy Seas beer again because of the lack of quality that their beers have got over the years. Oh, just worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Where they actually did brew beers that I really enjoy. Then you get bottles now. Yeah, it's a cheap price, but it's a cheap price because the quality's shit. I don't buy any of their stuff anymore. I will never buy another patriarchy beer again in my life because everything I've ever had is garbage. But see, the thing is, I'm spewing now. Realize, guys, this is perception and personal choice. I'm spewing.
Yeah.
All right. Beer is subjective.
Absolutely.
The Patriarchy series was my number one. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember throwing that can against the wall in my basement. It made a big splat that made down there. I didn't even get near a drain.
They put all these super crazy like flavors, and like they all sounded really good. And then you try them, and they were just mediocre or just tasted not good at all. You know?
Yeah. No. And I mean, granted, guys, like this is a loaded question because I happen to be the most bitter, angry man on YouTube. So I mean, like, and Thomas, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm the most bitter, angry beer drinker on YouTube. So I'm the most curmudgeon-y bastard there is. So that's kind of a loaded question. I mean, like, you know what? Let me say about 90% of the brewing companies can all get on a boat and get sunk halfway because they pissed me off at some point in time. But no, it's just things like that. Like I won't buy any patriarchy beers. I won't buy any Heavy Seas beers. I'm trying to think of beers that I just won't like. I will never buy any of those beers. Anderson Valley, I will never buy a beer from them again. There is a recent one too, and I'm trying to put it in my head. In my head, zombie. I can't think of it on the top of my head right now, but there is another one where I go, nope, sorry, bud, you just fucked me over too many times. It's just the only reason is it's generally because I consistently get bad beers from them.
It's like that bad friend who gave too many chances.
Yeah. You know, the second chance, the third chance, the fourth chance, you know, I'm fucking done. Exactly.
You know, speaking of bad adjuncts, Tanner, I just thought of a brewery I don't buy anymore. It's Decadent Brewing. They're another one that just
Decadent.
Yeah, Decadent's bad.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from a lot of you guys. Yeah,
like I got an orange creamsicle one day, and I was like, "This is not orange creamsicle. What the fuck?" So I got another couple, and it was just consistently a trend. I was like, I'm good.
I think a misappropriation of terms is the big one because there's so many beers that would have been great if you didn't call it this.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say one thing. Remember that beer that I drank that was a peanut butter cup beer? That pissed me off that it tastes like freaking popcorn and it's supposed to taste like popcorn. And you know what I'm talking about? Not Sierra.
Southern Tier.
Southern Tier. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
That pisses me off because it gets peanut butter cup. If you want peanut butter cup popcorn, please say it, and I'll be lucky.
Popcorn? That's a weird beer flavor.
I'm just saying.
They have popcorn actually that's flavored like Reese's Cups.
Oh, what?
I'm serious. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's Snickers and everything like that. Yeah. But yeah, we've gone on pretty long, so if we can just run through, if you guys just want to do any promos for your channel. And do a quick shout out for somebody else's channel if you'd like to. If you don't want to, you don't need to. We can just pass. We'll start with Bearman. We'll just go around.
All right. Cool. I'll just shout someone out. Call quick. check out South 10 Peer Reviews, Tyler.
I love that channel. Love it.
Yeah. He just put out a really good one from Zool again. I want to try Zool. They look really good. Nice and milky. Nice and milky New England. Yeah, go check them out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Just spill the beer.
Who, me? Sorry, me?
Radio.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm typing in the chat. Check out Thrash Life. My buddy, my brother, lives 15 minutes away from me. He goes live usually Saturdays around 6 p.m.-ish, 6:30 Eastern for Thrash Talk, which is a great live panel and a lot of fun. I guess me personally, quick shout out personally to myself. I don't know if you guys know who Ren is, but he's a UK musician. He's freaking-tastic. But I do reactions to his music videos and songs every Wednesday. So check that out. It comes out 9 a.m. Eastern in 2 days on Wednesday this week. Ren Wednesday. So check it out. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Chatty. Alex, go.
All right. Well, obviously, check out Food Friday around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's Wild Card. And obviously, we do Alex Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30 every Thursday night. And occasionally, obviously, I do peppering of episodes of Alex Friends during the week as well. And then one shout out, check out, and also I'm doing a beer review after this as well. Check out, I'll show that beer in a second. Check out Jopless, everybody. And let me share the beer real quick. And then I'm going to be reviewing that on my channel. We got New Jersey Beer Co. And I'm trying to, hold on. Could you read it to me there, Mr. BuMpY?
Existential Plains. DD Double Dry.
Double dry hop New England IPA.
Okay.
New England Dipper.
So extra central Queens. All right. I just want to make sure I read that right. Thank you.
All
I
right.
always have that show. All right. So check out everybody. Everybody has a channel, YouTube channel. Just enjoy. Cheers.
Cool. Cheers, Alex. Boy, give him some crack, and there you go.
Yeah.
Paul. Paul,
right.
the newcomer. Thank you for joining tonight, by the way.
Check out everybody on the channel. Check out Thrash. Check out Angie. She's there. And I would say check out the Above Average Joe at the Beer Patrol. That's the #1 video that everybody should be watching in the world. And unsubscribe from mine because you shouldn't be watching this filth.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Lie. Like, I have
You're
to
just
watch
telling
my
how it is.
I'm
That's
watching
all.
videos.
You tell it how it is.
I do have a plan. It's a very cutting plan. And I will share the plan with you. I have a place that sells it's more than a Magnum. It's like 6 Magnums. It's not a Methuselah, but it's that second size down of 50/50 North's Imperial Stout. And it's $179 for a bottle of it. Wow. And I figure if I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to buy that bottle and try to drink it in one live stream.
Nice.
So it will be either the best moment or the worst moment of my life. So there you go. But I mean, I appreciate everybody that subscribes, and thank you all for letting me join. And yes, everyone subscribe to everybody because it's supposed to be a goddamn community.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a community ravaged by smallpox.
Not a competition.
So the only other thing that puts me off other brewing companies is the prices that brewing companies and distributors charge for their beer.
Yeah. So it comes down to the distributor.
Thrash has to watch me.
Yeah.
All right, me. All right, I'm gonna make this real quick. Basically, shout outs. I would say, of course, everybody here, Angie's Fluid Art, and also I've been watching this channel, Best Ever Food Review Show. Reminds me very much of Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations. My understanding is he had a pilot show on I don't know, the Food Network or something, and then for whatever reason they canceled it. Now he's doing it on the internet. Really good stuff, very entertaining. Check it out.
Anthony Bourdain's dead.
Yes.
No, you talk about the guy he's doing now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This show reminds me of
Yeah.
Trash.
okay.
very similar kind of personality.
It was his horrible Tourette's that got him kicked off. He keeps on swearing a menagerie of horrible words every 5 seconds.
Oh no, poor guy.
I'm gonna just cut up his parents. Fuck, like that. Then that's right. That's
And
all.
lastly, I might be doing some videos here and there randomly, and that's it.
Hey, all right.
You did one video. You did
I
one
did,
video.
I did one unboxing video from Dan and Mike, and I made, although it was horrible audio, you have to turn your audio all the
Are
way
you going to have Angie start filming you?
yeah, so,
Ooh.
I mean, he's about a half hour away, but no. Anyway, that's all. That's all I got. Moving on.
Angie could be your mic.
Just hold it to my mouth while I'm actually trying to.
Except probably do it better.
I'm done.
All right, who's up? Eric or Tanner?
Eric.
All right. House Mel 75, that's the name here. Wildcard Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on that channel. Let's bring a beer, wine, or a spirit, and eat out beverage, really, and just have some fun. Don't be a douche. We'll be good. People to
That's
look
why
out
I'm doing that
for.
channel.
Yeah. People to look out for on the internet. Go check out Flago. Flago's beer reviews. Good beer reviewer and beer channel. And go check out the Bourbon Ranch. Get all your bourbon. Get some good
Bourbon.
get bourbon videos. It's a dude, by the way. Get videos of whiskeys, reviews of whiskeys, and any booze news from the whiskey industry that's happening. So there you go. Cheers to the panel and the community. Everybody's got a channel. Hit that subscribe button. It helps everybody out here.
No, I'm assuming the Bourbon Ranch was a dude, because if it wasn't, we wouldn't need to shout her out. Because you'd be a million fucking subscriber right now.
Not ranch.
Yeah.
All right. Really quick. Usually we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday upload schedule. This week we have actually episode every day of the week, and 2 of those are featuring Beer Man's homebrews. So be on the lookout for that.
Where are you from?
Oregon or North.
No, you gotta yell out your name. Like I don't know your name.
My name is Steven.
Steven, the beer man. And then what are you at? Dan? Dan? From what?
FLX Beer Reviews.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Yeah,
there.
we're
Go
I'm, actually,
stuff
I'm Joe's cousin. I'm Joe's cousin. And he never talks.
That's it. See,
Yeah.
give him back his
So yeah, check that out. And I'd like to shout out the Gentle Giant, Fiden's resident tenant, Kyle over at No Hype Beer Reviews.
Oh,
Shout out Kyle. Kyle's gonna be pretty busy. Albany has just opened up the new Fiden's tap room, so Kyle will be over there all the time. Just under the taps, just constantly just
I
downing
can
all
see
the
him.
beer.
I can see him doing that.
Did he work for Fiden's?
No, they're basically in his backyard. He's just always getting.
Oh, so he's gonna be really drunk for a long time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
And Kyle will have that be an enabler for him to continue with Cellar Saturdays. 15 years from now, we'll finally get to watch him open up some 2022 stout because he refuses to drink anything in the cellar.
Yeah, but there's a lot of beers around him in his house
So yeah, shout out to Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews.
where he sits.
Yeah, great. That's a good shout out.
Tanner, wake up. Your turn, bud.
Well, I mean, you guys are talking. What do you want me to do? You want me to interrupt? You want me to be rude?
Oh my God! Grab a
polite.
coffee from
Very
Dunkin' and
polite.
calm down. Calm down.
Unreal.
Tanner needs a hug.
Unreal, man. All right. Shout outs to me. So I just recently released a whiskey review, so go check that out. Starlight Distillery, it's actually right here. So I like Distillery's Old Rick House, Huber's Indiana Straight Rye Whiskey. Yeah, check that out. I had their bourbon. Decided to grab the rye, $36, 46%, 5 years, small batch rye for $36. Can't go wrong. Want to check out the video? And then my channel, variety reviews. Whiskey, mainly whiskey beer, but I've also been I've actually been doing a somewhat decent job reviewing other things other than whiskey and beer. I got a cider review, malt beverage review. Actually, I got a recorded seltzer review, so look out for that soon. Yeah, all different types of alcoholic beverages reviewed on my channel. And then here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it right here. These are two people I'd like for you guys to go check out. One is called Independent Joe. These are both whiskey people. Independent Joe is actually live right now. He's hanging out. He's actually with one of the guys who actually I think it's two of the guys that are typically on Hello Again Whiskey Friends. The guy that BuMpY shouted out not too long ago. So Independent Joe is hanging out with two of the people that are on that channel typically. And then check out Straight Up Bourbon. Two guys. They're actually doing a live stream where they're smoking a cigar and having some whiskey, and they got other people up on panel. So yeah, just go show some love. Those are two people that are active right now, so I figured, why not shout them out. Once you're done watching this, if you want to go check out those people as well. And yeah, thanks for having me, BuMpY. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I'd like to thank all of you for being here tonight, all panel members, old comers, newcomers, and all the comers.
Up and comers.
Cheers to those that tried to come tonight. On panel, that is. Yeah, thanks to all the chat. Appreciate all of you. A lot of the people in the chat also have a channel. Some of them are up on panel tonight. But you got like Luke John and stuff. A lot of the Craig, some of the YouTubers over in across the pond there in England. So definitely check those two out there that I just mentioned.
Craigie boy just landed back in the old whitey. So
yeah,
I'm
he was
sure
over visiting. Yeah, he was
Tired.
visiting Lep and Joey in Cleveland. They just had a get together there in Cleveland. So check out Joey.
The sad fate of affairs was I was going through while he was leaving.
Yeah,
that's the sad state of affairs because I was coming. I was like, I'm coming through. He goes, shit, I gotta go to the airport. I'm like, motherfucker. So because I'm stuck in Michigan now. So, but it was nice, and I just I appreciate you letting me on. And even though it looks like I'm drinking whiskey, I'm drinking beer.
Right. I started my night with whiskey.
I did something big for me. I was out with my lady friend. We went to actually I have it right here. Check it out. I don't know if you ever guys get into Pennsylvania at all, but definitely check this place out. I'll show it to you.
Born and raised.
It's a shirt. Okay.
It's called the Nuremberg Beer House.
Oh, nice.
Your house.
Never heard of
Okay.
It's the house, yeah. It's very good, yeah. Dude, it is sick. Great brewery. All German beer tap list, and great food. We were over there. We went to Honesdale. It's outside of Honesdale, Pennsylvania, on Route 6, so near New York. So if you're in New York, you can just swing down and hit it.
Yeah, Dan, if you're in New York, you can just swing down there and hit it.
It's actually really close to the New York border, not too far. So if you're in New York, it's actually not too far away from the New York border on the east side. Also, there is a place called the Alpine Wurst House where the restaurant never opened again because of COVID, but the delicatessen. So it's a huge grocery store full of nothing but German food and German sausages, and it's amazing.
Wow.
So we hit that. We hit both of those things. And there was a moment in the night of drinking, because there was a big night of drinking. I had a good time. I had some Basil Hayden whiskey.
Mm.
And then I didn't have any more. and that was a huge thing for me. I actually had whiskey and didn't want to drink a whole bottle. So I actually had one whiskey and I didn't want another one afterwards. So big step for me. Fuck yeah. And I felt better in the morning than my fiance did. So woo woo.
Did you bring a bottle home though to drink if you wanted to?
We don't talk about things like that.
You're a trip.
Yeah, I snuffled it up my anus, and then she didn't know that.
Keep it up, my friend.
All right, go back.
Let's get back to regular scheduled programming, people.
Why are you walking so tight-legged? Nothing. Let's keep walking.
On Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, I have a live show. It's this show. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. Everybody's welcome. Pretty much. I mean, you have to kind of be appropriate for the most part, but just bring a beer that you've never had before, and you can come on up. And it's a 3-part show, like you've seen tonight. Yeah.
If you show up late, you're going to get bombarded by all the questions at once.
You might have to get it. If you show up late, then you are in for it. And I really want to appreciate Ryan tonight. He put up with my nonsense. Ryan is not boring at all. I think he adds a great compliment to this show, and I appreciate him showing up for the past 2 Mondays. Yeah. I don't dislike Ryan, and he's not boring. So it's sometimes fun to have jokes. There's a time. Let me tell you a story real quick. In this, is there a dog outside? I hope that's not a mouse trying to get in my house.
Mouse.
Oh no, it's a Kobe. It's a Kobe. Oh, poor buddy, you cold.
Poor buddy. Oh no. Not there too long.
So you should have scratched earlier. You want to go in there? You want to hide? Okay, go ahead. And Kobe's throwing me off. He's just wandering around.
All I heard is Ryan's a boring bastard. Tell your story.
Oh yeah, that's that. Oh, so I went to the. I met Joe from the Bear Patrol for the first time, and he just straight faced told me get fuck nerd, and I was like, whoa, like I thought I irritated him and stuff, and no, it was just kind of just this greeting thing. It's just what they do. It's the whole thing. If you're told to get fuck nerd, it doesn't mean that we dislike you at all. It's kind of like a weird, like, you're welcome to the club, I guess, type thing. So I just want to throw that out there, that I've been in those weird situations too.
When I met Joe for the first time, he said, "Don't rape me in a bathroom."
Right.
So slightly different.
But we're going to end the show tonight, and Alex is here, so he does a much better job at ending the shows. Oh, I already did drop the link. I'll drop it again if there's anybody that wants to join up when we do end. So that is the link if you want to join in. Hopefully Miscellaneous didn't fall asleep in the basement. He's still down there. Alex,
Okay.
you can go ahead and take us out.
This is Alex the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex Beer Master signing out. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Just wait till you see what I've got. It's the Wonder Boner. The Wonder Boner? Oh, you laugh now. Just